It's not always fun because I do get attacked a lot, in the media with book bans. I get some nasty letters sometimes just for having queer representations in a book, in a middle grade book. That for that reason alone. And honestly, sometimes I think, why am I doing this? I mean, middle grade, I'm not really, burning it up as far as these, you know, um, I'm not going to make a fortune doing this, but that was never really the reason. I had a whole other career in the music business, so it wasn't really ever about money, but still, it's hard work. Writing a book is hard and it takes a lot out of you. And then you have to deal with all the junk with the publisher. You feel like, they're working against you sometimes. You have to promote it yourself. Sometimes you have to pay for your own promotion. There's just all these, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Why don't you write something in a different genre, that would be so much easier? My books have been, dragged on Fox News and, banned in schools. But I think to say all that, to say necessary, is because, again, I always go back to the fact that when I was that kid, that age, um, I just did not have access to books like this. And it would have made all the difference in the world, in my life. I would not maybe have gotten to a place where I wanted to not be alive anymore, which I did at a very young age. I got to that point, a very dark place. And the frightening thing is when I talk to kids today in the 2020s who read my books and they come up to me at an event and they say to me, this is the first time I've ever read a book with somebody like me in it. And they're talking about a queer kid.